We don't know what they do, but they like to hang out inside bacteria. Scientists have discovered some weird virus-like obelisks in the human gut and mouth. More on that in a moment, but first, handheld gaming systems are having a moment. While gaming on the go has been a thing since the Game Boy, the success of the Nintendo Switch, and a string of ever-improving processors have brought an eruption of devices that let you play all sorts of games anywhere you want. Because new models seem to arrive every week, however, figuring out the best gaming handheld for you can be complicated. You already know that the Switch is great, but depending on what else you want to play, the right handheld could range from a $100 emulation machine to a $700 portable PC. To help you narrow things down, we've researched the best handheld gaming consoles, tested the major contenders, and laid out a few top picks. Head to Engadget.com to check out our list of the best gaming handhelds for 2024. And we finally know who will face off in Super Bowl 2024. The Kansas City Chiefs will play against the San Francisco 49ers in the biggest annual sporting event in the U.S. The game will take place in Las Vegas at the $1.9 billion Allegiant Stadium with kickoff at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time on Sunday, February 11th. The game will air on CBS, which means it'll also be streaming live on Paramount Plus since both are owned by Paramount Global. You can also watch it on cable with a live TV streaming service and with the NFL's app on mobile. That's all to say that you have plenty of options to watch, stream, and otherwise enjoy the big game this year. Check out all the ways you can watch Super Bowl 58 at Engadget.com. We may have an adequate understanding of the human body in that, well, we invented aspirin and sequenced the genome, but researchers still find out new things about the humble Homo sapiens all of the time. Case in point, scientists just discovered a previously unknown entity hanging out in the human gut and mouth. The researchers are calling these virus-like structures obelisks due to their presumed microscopic shape. These entities replicate like viruses, but are much smaller and simpler. Due to the minuscule size, they fall into the viroid class, which are typically single-stranded RNAs without a protein shell. However, most viroids are infectious agents that cause disease, and it doesn't look like that's the case with these little obelisks, as reported by Live Science. So why are they inside of us, and what do they do? That's the big question. The discoverers at Stanford University, the University of Toronto, and the Technical University of Valencia have some theories. They may influence gene activity within the human microbiome, though they also hang out in the mouth. To that end, they have been found using the common mouth-based bacterium Streptococcus sanguinis as a host. It's been suggested that these viroids infect various bacteria in both the mouth and gut, though we don't know why. Some of the obelisks seem to contain instructions for enzymes required for replication, so they look to be more complex than your average viroid, as indicated by science. In any event, there has been a chicken and the egg debate raging for years over whether viruses evolved from viroids or if viroids actually evolved from viruses, so further study could finally end that argument. While we don't exactly know what these obelisk sequences do, scientists have discovered just how prevalent they are in our bodies. These sequences are found in roughly 7% of human gut bacteria and a whopping 50% of mouth bacteria. The gut-based structures also feature a distinctive RNA sequence when compared to the mouth-based obelisks. This diversity has led researchers to proclaim that they comprise a class of diverse RNAs that have colonized and gone unnoticed in human and global microbiomes. I think this is one more clear indication that we are still exploring the frontiers of this viral universe. Computational biologist Simon Rue of the DOE Joint Genome Institute at Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory told Science. It's insane, added Mark Pfeiffer, a cell and developmental biologist at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. The more we look, the more crazy things we see. Speaking of frontier medicine, scientists also recently created custom bacteria to detect cancer cells and biometric implants that detect organ rejection after replacement surgery. The human body may be just about as vast and mysterious as the ocean or even space, but we're slowly, ever so slowly, unraveling its puzzles. Thanks for listening to the show. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Today's show featured journalism by Engadget contributor Lawrence Bonk and was produced by Spoken Layer. I'm Imran Sheikh, and as always, we'll talk more tomorrow.
Spoken Layer.